10 Cloverfield Lane was a great movie, but how does it connect to the first Cloverfield?
The idea that this movie would be a kind of sibling to Cloverfield and not a literal continuum was very exciting to us.
This movie is not a sequel, so what is it?
As we were working on the movie, we had a bigger idea that 10 Cloverfield Lane could be part of what is essentially an anthology of stories, but at the same time they're connected in a way that most anthologies aren't, and there's a bigger idea that we're playing with here.
So Cloverfield is not a series, it's an anthology of movies. An anthology is a book or other collection of selected writings by various authors, usually in the same literary form, of the same period, or on the same subject. So why make Cloverfield an anthology rather than a linear series?
It's a way of doing a series of movies that all share a certain kind of connection, and yet not feel like we are simply redoing, revamping, retooling, rebooting, but rather doing something original and hopefully frightening and entertaining.
These movies can be made independent of a specific universe. They do not have to follow the rules of a prequel or set up a sequel. Each of these movies can be its own standalone film while maintaining ties to the other movies, such as theme, genre, and style. The question becomes, what specific elements need to be in every movie? I think there are three main things that should be in each installment. The point of view of one character, confusion and fear of the unknown, and a monster. Both movies focus on the perspective of a single character. In Cloverfield, Hudson Platt, or HUD, holds the camera the entire movie. We see exactly what he sees for most of the story. We watch as he and the people around him struggle through the chaos. While he may not be the main character, it is still from his point of view. In 10 Cloverfield Lane, the found footage cinematography is gone, but we still follow Michelle. We have the same knowledge, fears, and questions that she has. We only discover what she knows, and we ask the same questions that she asks. In the original Cloverfield and in 10 Cloverfield Lane, fear and confusion come from events that are out of the character's control. In Cloverfield, major destruction is going on, but they don't understand why. Chaos is all around them, but the characters only manage to catch glimpses of what is causing it. In 10 Cloverfield Lane, Michelle doesn't know where she is or who to trust. She is told there is danger outside of the shelter, but she doesn't know if this is true, and she wonders if she is even safe inside. Both stories portray characters who gain more information as they move forward. They begin to understand that things may be worse than they realized. I want to focus on the sentence written on the poster of 10 Cloverfield Lane. It's very cryptic at first, but it may give insight into the goal of the Cloverfield anthology. In the original Cloverfield, the monster is a massive, brutal creature, leaving chaos and destruction in its wake. It must be stopped and the characters must escape it. The distinction between protagonists and the antagonist is apparent. However, in 10 Cloverfield Lane, it's different. There's not a clear distinction between what's dangerous and what isn't. This monster is one that is much closer, yet just as dangerous to Michelle. Howard's demented sense of safety and control makes him just as intimidating as the creature in the original movie. Monsters don't have to be these towering animals causing widespread chaos as they go. Some monsters believe they are protecting you. They believe they have your best interests in mind. Some monsters are unseen, and the fear of not knowing drives us crazy. Some monsters are merely in our heads. They are the part of us that constantly wants to do evil. And sometimes we are the monster. A Cloverfield anthology can mean the creation of movies free from the events of the prequels while keeping a closest with a single character as they deal with the monsters that come at them. This is a great way to give creative boundaries while freeing up a story's characters and events. I'm excited to see how they move forward with this template in mind. Thanks for watching.